Friday and Cyber Monday are right around the corner, but a lot of stores are already rolling out deals online. So if you plan to shop on your phone, tablet, or any other device, you should know how to protect yourself from hackers. Craig Williams is the Senior Director of Threat Research at Cisco, a tech company that tracks threats to our smartphones and devices. He's here to give us some tips. And you know, a lot of people, it's so easy to buy things on your phone nowadays. You don't think about protecting it from hackers.
Right, and so we've actually seen an increase in attackers targeting the phones. You know, if you think about it, really nowadays your mobile devices hold the keys to everything. So if attackers can trick you into clicking on a link or sending you an email that sounds compelling and having you click their link, it can lead to a lot of problems.
Is some of that associated with people having their wallets, you know, on their phones and their information for all their cards on their phones?
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that we always tell people is if you get an email and if it sounds like something you'd like to do, instead of clicking on the link, just type it in and go to their website manually. And that way you can verify that you're at the right website, the deal's actually legitimate, without following something like an ad which could direct you to a bad guy's site.
Oh, interesting. And there's also some things you can put on your phone, right? Some type of protection for your devices, you know, things like that.
Absolutely. There's ways to lock down phones. You can have a managed device where maybe your company would help control it and push security applications to it. But at the end of the day, I think one of the most important things for people to do is make sure they have it set on auto update.
Oh, okay. So it's always getting those smart updates.
Right, and I would advise that for their browser, their home computer, their router. That way you don't have to think about it, and your devices are going to be secure by default. And you know, at the end of the day, that's really what you need to protect yourself from the basic attacks.
And so when people are out shopping for electronics, because this is a big time to do that as well, what types of things should they look for in the phones or the watches or whatever it is they're going to buy their loved ones?
One of the things I always tell my family is look for something that has a brand that you think will be around in 5 years. Where you run into problems is where you try to buy things like maybe baby monitors or cheap watches and cheap phones with manufacturers you haven't heard of. Well, those aren't necessarily going to have patches available in the next year or the year after that, and that's where you can really run into problems.
Okay, so definitely skip the deal if it's not a brand name.
Or just use it for like 8 months and get a new one the next year.
Well, if it's cheap enough, then that could really work, right? So I guess the big thing that you would really want people to remember when they're shopping online this holiday season is what?
I think you nailed it a second ago. If it's too good to be true, it probably is, right? Don't click that link saying you want an iPad. Don't click that link saying they're giving away 1,000 things for free because you're the 10,000th visitor. You know, just trust your judgment.
All right, perfect. If it feels wrong, don't buy it.
Right.
All right, Craig, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.